Hey, welcome to OAM Garage. As many of you know, I own a enclosed trailer, and we pulled it twice across America. And when we got back to Alabama, of course, we have storms. And so a limb went right straight through the top of it. I put a number 10 wash tub over the top of it until I could get to it. I got to it this week, and I was able to make a patch of a 6x6 aluminum with a liquid gasket. And then it was time for me to change the ballast out from under my truck. This is my newly acquired F-150, and I got that put on, and I think it looks pretty good. And then, yeah, there you go. See there, it's all new up under there. And then I went in the house, and this is what I found, and they didn't want to help me at all. So I went back outside and decided that I needed a bull bar for the front of it. That would make it look good. So after ordering it twice, it finally came in correctly, and I was able to get that on this week as well. So I hope you like that. The last thing to get you caught up is my wife and her new little Escape Ford, and I got that from Stivers over in Montgomery, and those guys could not have been better. Anyway, hey, let's get this thing started with OAM Garage. Hello fellas, welcome to I did it again. I have slight dyslexia, if you haven't already found that out. This is OAM Garage, okay? OAM, overalls garage. Good Lord, I don't understand why I keep messing that up. Well, this may have something to do with it. Hey! So anyway, as you saw on the first of this beginning of the show, it's a runner. It's almost knocked that thing down again. It's a runner. And as Jim Spratlin used to say, it didn't just get that way. Yesterday, after I got out of church, I'll be honest with you, I had all the fire in order right, took all the valves off, set all the valves, done. It's just supposed to run, and it wasn't. I just didn't understand what in the world. So what I did, before I ever touched this thing, and it would fire off a little bit, if y'all remember about, I don't know, a month ago, when I took the videos way back then, I had not touched where the distributor was actually positioned, okay? So, got the firing order right, got everything right, it should be fired, I'm getting fired to the points, everything's correct except it ain't doing nothing, right? So, I decided to go back to those old clips, and I went through every one of them painstakingly till I found a good picture or video close-up of where the distributor was lined up, okay? So, it was way off, okay? It was way off. As a matter of fact, it was so far off that if I moved it just a little bit, I did get a little bit of a big, well, I didn't get a little bit of big old backfire. All right, so I figured that, well, at least now I'm getting a backfire, and that's why I decided to go back and find the picture. So anyway, this is it right here, and if you'll notice where the clip is, okay, the clip is way up here, all right, and on all the videos, on all the pictures, on everything that I found on the interweb, on YouTube, that clip is actually right over here on this side. Okay, well, it may be on some other vehicle, but it ain't on this one. So I loosened everything off, and I turned that thing back from when I had moved it from before, and I'll be dogged if that thing didn't fire off the first time. And it ran. And matter of fact, I even have it idling, you know. So the next thing that we're going to need to do is going to be lifting up the front so that I can get up under there, and I need to change all the fluids. I need to make sure that the cooling fluids are right. I want to set correctly the idle screw so that I do have a timing light. So once I get all the oil, everything's changed in it, then we'll get the timing light out and we'll see if we can tune this bad boy in. Okay? So I'm not sure exactly what I want to do next. I think what I want to do is jack it up and put it on jack stands or something like that, so I can get up under there and change the oil. I hadn't done that yet, and actually it may be a little while because I don't have the oil. I forgot I don't have an oil filter yet, so I need to get that. So anyway, that's where we are. So let's get into this. All right, to get started, I think what we need to do here is add some of this here all vehicles peak anti-coolant up in there in the radiator, and I'm just going to top it off because we done did that. If you've been watching, you've been paying attention. Yeah. Well, anyway, you can get this down there at O'Reilly's. It's guaranteed not to rip, rabble, rust, bust, run down your leg, or smell bad. It's really good stuff. And then we're going to put us, what we're going to do here, what the plan here is, we're going to fire this thing off once I've got the coolant topped off, and we're going to get it warm, all right? And I think maybe while I'm getting it warm, I'm going to set the idle on it a little bit. I may set the idle up a little bit and get this thing warm. And once the oil warms, you need to do this because if it's been a vehicle been sitting here a long time, then you're going to get these caked up stuff here and there, you know, and getting it warm, that kind of liquefies it and goes down into the pan. All right, then? All right. So that's what we're going to do. That's the whole deal. And then we're going to go and use a original Wix. And what that there, look here, I'm going to show you what it looks like. Everybody said it looks just like a hydraulic filter. Well, that's what they used to look like. So that's it right there. And it don't look nothing like them new ones they got. In fact, it's got 2 seals on there you got to be careful of, and drop it down in there and you'll see it's for 1955 235, and that's what we're going to put in there. And then we're going to put us some good old SEA 10W30 diesel motor oil. We're going to get the good stuff. I ain't going to go with no car stuff. This here's a truck, and it's a good one too, right? All right, then let's get started. All right, so the first thing we want to do is not get this here peak mixed up with that there oil. That would not be good. And so we're going we're going to put some stuff in, and let's get it toppled off. Oh, look out now. I had to empty a lot of it out when I was changing. That's all I need. When I was changing around some of those hoses, I had to get some of them out the way and some of them come out. But we topped off and did it. Alright then, so now let's put this here cap back on. And I've already checked my oil, even though it don't look real good. It's in there. So we're going to use it until it gets a little warm, And then we're gonna get up under there, and then we're gonna change it out. I could probably go ahead and take that off, but I don't think we will yet. I think I'm gonna just go ahead and fire it off. Keep your fingers crossed, because mine's are. Just fire right off without putting any brake fluid in or anything. At least I hope it does. Let's see what we got. Now let's take the foot off the pedal. Sucking wind somewhere. Running out of gas too, I reckon. Yep, out of gas. Alright, so let's put some more gas in it. Alright, so let's see what we can do here about setting the idle, getting it warmed up. Ain't out of gas. Alright, so maybe I went too far. Oh, come on, man. You gotta be kidding me. Let's try this one. That's true. Get it wrapped up some and then we'll see. I think she's warm enough. Let's see if there's, don't see any leaks anywhere. See a bunch of leaves burning. Should be. Alright, so I think I'm ready. Let me cut the key off. Go ahead and pull off the If you can hear that, I'm fired up my compressor, so I'm gonna blow the motor off and try to get all them leaves off of there. Alright then. Alright, so the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna take this off. This is the oil bath filter. Alright, so let's pull this out, set this down. Alright, now let's pull this out. Ram, huh? Alright, well let's see if old Rick's is going to fit the bill, which it is not. That is the wrong one. Just once. You know what? I'm going to use it. The only difference between this hole is correct. The only difference is a little more room in between here, which is fine because that gives oil enough room. So it's sitting in there snug. I see absolutely nothing wrong with it, except for I didn't put the gaskets on there, so I'm going to do that right now. Alright, so I put the gasket in there and oiled the gasket up on both sides. It's fitting in there perfectly, and so now I'm going to tighten this back up. Yeah. Very pleased with this. That'll do for now. If it leaks, I'll just keep on tightening on it. Alright, as I told you earlier, I was going to have to jack up the front of the truck and let the oil run into the back of the oil pan, which is what I've done. I jacked it up and I put it up on drive-up stands. It's a little taller and I feel like it's a little safer. The only thing is now I have to clean out from under there and put me something to lay on, because I had a dog get bit by a rattlesnake up under there one time, so I have to be careful around here. You know, I live out in the middle of the woods. If you find my house, you're lost or you're hunting for deer or something. Anyway, we have all kind of rodents out here, including, oh yeah, I forgot to tell you about, my wife looked out the window one day and there was an armadillo out here just tearing the yard up. I don't know if you might, they're about this shy of being a hog. They're probably in the same family, I don't know, but what they do is they tear your yard up just like a hog does. So I came out here and I slowly sneaked up on him, and I don't know if you've ever shot an armadillo or not, but you would think they have a tank on their back. or either they're made of jelly, because the bullet seems just to go right straight through them. So it took me 5 times hitting it. It ran up under the truck. I had to shoot it 4 times under the truck, because when I shot him out in the yard, he runs up under the truck. I shot him 4 times up under there before I could pull him out dead. So that's that story I was going to tell y'all about the armadillo. So anyway, I hope I didn't say possum. I was thinking possum, it's armadillo. Anyway, they're a heck of a thing to kill. Well, a shotgun will blow them away. But I didn't grab my shotgun, I grabbed my 22. What do you do? I don't know. But anyway, what I'm gonna fix to do now is I'm gonna get something and clean out from under there and put me a piece of cardboard up under there so that I can crawl up under there. I know most people have problems with wind getting into the video. However, most of my problem seems to be with crows. Except for Dave. Hear that? All right, first before I get started here, let me just say I am glad we're at this point, because I knew when I got to the point of where I was going to have to change the oil in this truck, I'd be in a good place. So I'm happy today because I'm changing the oil, because that's how far I've gotten along with this truck, and I appreciate all you guys that have stood in here with me. All right, so I'm going to get up under here with not much light, not much move, and I do have my pan already up under there, so I am going to get on my back and see if I can't get way back there and pull plug. Let's see what we got here. Oh, it's right there. Alright, so there it is right there. I see I got a little oil coming out right here and down there. I don't know why it ain't coming out of the pan. I don't know if that's a good thing or bad. But I know one good thing is I'm fixing to pull it. This one. So we're good to go. Here we go. Let's see if I can get that. I'm using my all-in-one purpose tool because I didn't know this is not bad. I wasn't sure what size it was, so I didn't want to have to get it out from under here again. It looks like it's about to go here. Let's see. Yep. Okay, there we go. Alright. Yay! Yay! Butterscotch. Well, it's not really, it's more like licorice. But it doesn't smell like it's got a little gas in it, but not bad. Oh wow. I hope this pan is enough to hold it all. Yeah, it looks like it's fixing to quit. That's a lot of oil. It's going to come out the spout over here. I'm going to have to level this up a little bit, looks like. There we go. Damn goosel. My dog came under here. I went outside one time and my dog was barking, and barking hard up under the truck, and I figured it was, you know, a squirrel or something like that. And all of a sudden he was barking, and then he went, ow! I went, uh-huh. You done got tagged, hadn't you? And that little old puppy, he come out from under there and he had 2 places on his nose squirting out blood. 2 little tiny punctures, and I knew what that was. So I found the snake, and luckily it was just a timber rattler. If your dog gets bit by a copperhead, you can just about forget it. but a timber rattler and a rattlesnake is not that bad. It wasn't no problem. I took him up to the vet, and he said, "Oh man, they just give him some Benadryl, he'll be all right." But he said if it was copperhead, you don't even need to bring him to me because he ain't gonna make it. So anyway, it wasn't a copperhead, it was a timber rattler. So thank goodness. Alright, so yeah, let's see what, that looks really good, doesn't it, on my hand? Yeah, that looks real good. We're gonna put this back in here. I just didn't want to come back up under here. Let's see, I may have to get some oil on that so it'll thread up right. Yes, that was a joke. Alright, okay. Alright, now I'm going to push this off to the side so I can get it when I get up there. Yep. I guess I could have brought me a rag up under here too, but I didn't. That's called thinking ahead, and I do not do that. I think behind, not ahead. Okay. Alright then, so let's get out from under here. Hey dog, what up bud? That my puppy? There's my puppy. He comes to look at me too. He's a good dog. He's a good dog. He's a good dog. Yeah. He's a good puppy dog. Yeah. He's a good puppy. Look at the puppy. Look at the puppy. I don't want to touch it because I got this mess all over my hands. You don't want none of this on it, do you? No, you don't want none of that. Look at there. Yeah. Well, if you remember, I had not put my hold down bolts and clamps back on my valve cover, so I was not going to be able to put the oil back in it until I do that. And when I tried to check on the seal, yeah, that seal down there on the ground, it broke into about, I don't know, 6 or 8 pieces. So I had to order me another one, so I can't put oil in there. Since the oil goes, there it is over there, since the oil goes in the cap, I'm gonna have to wait to get me a new seal for this thing. So I will see you whenever that happens. Well fellas, I guess that's gonna be the end of this particular episode 21, maybe it's 21. You can see I did a little artwork up here and got my cap back on, got my oil changed, and I really enjoyed this because now I've got all my fluids changed. Everything's looking good. I just need to dial that motor in just a little bit more, but we'll end this thing with showing you how it sounds, how it looks, all right? Hey, I enjoyed it, man. This has been OAM Garage. Love ya, mean it. Y'all be sweet. See you next time.